Joining me now is John Connor. He's the CEO of the Carbon Market Institute. John, you've just released a climate policy survey for 2021. You've had more than 400 respondents from the business community. In short, what was the reaction?
Yes, annually the Carbon Market Institute, we put out this survey of business sentiment and very strong reactions this year. 88% of business respondents say we want they back net zero by 2050. Actually, some even significantly earlier. 84% think our current 2030 target needs strengthening. I think one of the significant things as well is its policy and regulatory uncertainty is the primary barrier to investment as well. And so policy ambition and policy detail do matter if we're going to get on with the opportunities in this transition.
83% of those surveyed also believe there should be mandatory reporting of climate-related risk. I guess this goes to that point that Josh Frydenberg touched on a month or so ago in relation to capital markets. The capital is going where they don't see the climate risk.
Absolutely. Countries and companies that don't have a coherent plan on this are going to get penalised, and so they are already facing carbon prices through higher costs of capital. We're seeing, and the survey saw concern around other carbon prices being imposed on us, like the carbon tariffs that EU and other countries are considering. We've seen over 80% of our respondents concerned about those, and they're aware that the longer we delay, the bigger the disruption is going to be, and so they're pushing for some policies, and delighted to see the BCA come and align with that over the weekend as well.
Yeah, so the BCA, its shift is quite a dramatic one as well, committing to 46 to 50% reductions by 2030. That includes some of the biggest emitters in the country. New South Wales, the coalition government's on board. What's the sentiment in terms of, is the nation doing enough from what you've picked up in this survey?
No, the business, as you say, like many others around, say we need to be doing more and recognise that there are opportunities there, and so they're keen to be participating more. They're looking for policy guidance, and one of the things that's also been in the news the last day or so, again backed by the Business Council, is tightening what the government has now and what's called a safeguard mechanism as a policy there, so that can actually become a driver of business investment, and so we have business doing the investment, having clarity about what the policy framework might be. At the moment, there's interesting and sometimes useful support for technology that the government has, but it really needs to be technology and markets that help drive these forward, and that needs clear policy guidance from the government.
Carbon Market Institute CEO John Connor, thanks for your time as always, appreciate it.